Hello everyone, welcome to this channel. Here you will learn English. My name is Leo. I am 25 years old. I love art very much. Today is a big day for me. I have a new job. I am a guard at a big museum. The museum is old and beautiful. It has many gold frames. I arrived at the museum at 8 p.m. The sun was going down. The sky was purple and orange. I felt a little nervous. A man met me at the entrance. He was the head guard. His name was Mr. Thomas. He looked very serious. "Follow me, Leo," he said. We walked through a long hall. It was very quiet. I could hear my own shoes on the floor. There were many rooms. Room 1 had statues of kings. Room 2 had paintings of flowers. Everything was very clean. Then we reached the last room. It was room 13. The door was painted black. Mr. Thomas stopped walking. "This is your area," he said. "You must stay here all night." He gave me a large flashlight. He also gave me a silver key. I looked inside room 13. There was only one painting. It was a painting of a woman. She wore a long blue dress. The woman in the painting was beautiful. She had long, dark hair. But her eyes looked very sad. She was looking at a window. "Is this painting famous?" I asked. Mr. Thomas did not look at the painting. "It is very old," he said. "Just watch it and do not sleep." Mr. Thomas walked away. Now, I was alone in the dark. I turned on my flashlight. The light was bright and white. I sat on a small chair. I looked at the blue painting. The museum was very cold. I put on my warm jacket. 1 hour passed, 2 hours passed. I heard a small sound. Tap, tap, tap. I looked at the floor. I looked at the ceiling. Then, I looked at the painting. Something was different. The woman in the painting moved. I rubbed my eyes. "Am I dreaming?" I asked myself. I looked at the painting again. In the painting, the window was open. But before, the window was closed. A cold wind came from the painting. I felt it on my face. I stood up from my chair. My heart was beating fast. I walked closer to the blue dress. The paint looked like real silk. Suddenly, the woman turned her head. She looked directly at me. Her eyes were not sad anymore. They were bright and blue. "Help me," she whispered. Her voice was very soft. It sounded like falling water. I dropped my flashlight. The flashlight rolled on the floor. The room became dark for a moment. I picked it up quickly. My hands were shaking. "How can I help you?" I asked. I was talking to a painting. I felt very strange, but I wanted to know the truth. She pointed to the corner of the frame. There was a small golden lock. It was hidden behind a painted flower. "The key," she said. I remembered the silver key. Mr. Thomas gave it to me. "Is this the key?" I asked. I held it up in the light. The woman in the painting smiled. It was a beautiful, kind smile. "Yes," she whispered. "Open the frame, Leo." I touched the edge of the painting. It felt cold like ice. I put the key into the lock. Click. The frame opened like a door. Behind the painting there was a hole. It was a secret small room. I saw many old books and letters. I took a small letter. The paper was yellow and old. It was from the year 1920. I started to read it slowly. "To my dear Anna," the letter said. "I am hiding the blue diamond here. It is safe from the thieves. Only the brave guard can find it." I looked at the bottom of the box. There was something shiny. It was a big blue stone. It was the blue diamond. I held the blue diamond in my hand. It was beautiful and very heavy. The woman in the painting looked happy now. "Thank you, Leo," she said, but then she stopped smiling. She looked at the door of room 13. "Someone is coming," she whispered. Hide the diamond, quick. I put the diamond in my pocket. I closed the painting door and locked it with the silver key. I sat back on my chair and picked up my flashlight. I tried to look calm. The big black door opened slowly. It was Mr. Thomas. He had a cup of coffee in his hand. "Is everything okay, Leo?" he asked. His eyes moved around the room. He looked at the painting. He looked at the floor. "Yes, Mr. Thomas." "Everything is quiet," I said. My heart was beating like a drum. Mr. Thomas walked closer to me. "The museum is very old," he said. "Sometimes people hear voices. Sometimes they see things. Do not listen to the museum, Leo. Just do your job." He gave me a strange look and left the room. I waited for 5 minutes. Then I stood up. I wanted to see more. I walked out of room 13. The hall was very long and dark. My flashlight made a circle of light on the floor. I walked to room 12. There were paintings of old ships. I walked to room 11. There were statues of white cats. Suddenly I saw a shadow. It was a tall shadow on the wall. It was not my shadow. It was moving fast towards the stairs. "Hello?" I called out. No one answered. I followed the shadow. I went up the stairs to the second floor. This floor was different. The walls were red. The floor was made of dark wood. I heard a sound. It was the sound of a piano. The music was beautiful but very sad. I followed the music to a small room at the end of the hall. The door was open a little. I looked inside. Behind the red curtain, I stayed very still. The door opened with a loud bang. It was Mr. Thomas, but he looked different. He was not holding a coffee cup anymore. He was holding a large black net. "I know you are here, Julian," Mr. Thomas shouted. His voice was angry. "Give me the blue diamond now." I realized the truth. Mr. Thomas was not a good man. He wanted the diamond for himself. Julian, the piano player, stood in front of him. "The diamond belongs to Anna," Julian said. Mr. Thomas laughed. "Anna is just a painting. I want the money." I knew I had to act fast. I stepped out from behind the curtain. "Stop!" I shouted. I shone my bright flashlight into Mr. Thomas's eyes. He could not see. He dropped the net and covered his face. "Run, Julian! Go to room 13!" I cried. Julian ran like the wind. I followed him down the stairs. We reached room 13 and locked the black door. I took the blue diamond out of my pocket. It was shining very brightly now. I put the diamond against the painting of the woman in the blue dress. Suddenly the room was filled with a warm, golden light. The woman reached her hand out of the painting. She took Julian's hand. "Thank you, Leo," Anna said. "You have a brave heart." Julian and Anna smiled at each other. Then they slowly disappeared into the light. The painting changed. Now it was a painting of a beautiful garden with two people walking far away. The blue diamond was gone. The room was quiet. The next morning, the museum owner arrived. Mr. Thomas was gone. No one saw him again. The owner looked at the painting in room 13. "This painting is different," he said. "The woman looks very happy now." I smiled and said, "Yes, she finally found her way home. I am still a guard at the museum, but now I am never lonely. Sometimes at midnight I still hear the soft sound of a piano.